technically, there is no man of God, let me even add God, a pastor, a bishop, who can tell me that all the things that makes him complete, their wives provide. You may have one who is good in bed, he doesn't respect you. He respects you, his cooking is
What
bad.
if maybe they choose to be content? In a way, you're not
Of course, you may be content with it, but that void, like we said, must be filled.
Moving to the conversation on the table tonight on the big plate is the relevance of side chick in marriage or relationships. Over the years, there's been a lot of discussions, a lot of debates on the need for some men to have side chicks, or, how some ladies do not want to accept the fact that side chicks are a necessity in the lives of every man. And so tonight, the conversation will delve more into accepting it, the realities around it, and the problems that comes with having a side chick or not wanting to accept the fact that side chicks are a reality. And so coming straight into the studio to engage my panel, that is the conversation on the big plate for tonight. I'm introducing Mr. Richard. I'll call him Richie Rich. One fine man like that with a beard gang. And I also have the gospel musician in the studio, Bramens. And I have Miss Brown also in the studio joining the big conversation. So today we're taking a look at the relevance of... Are they side hen or side chicks? Okay. So the relevance of side chicks in marriage. That is all we are looking at. I know you are quick to type. You are quick to say things. Take it easy. Take it easy. My panel here tonight will break things down and have a great conversation with you all. And so let me first start from Bramens. Bramens. Side chick gang.
What is it then? It's a movie. I think it's a movie, right?
Your first response actually makes it look like this is something you don't even want to hear.
It's distasteful.
Boy.
Why side chick?
But that is somebody's daily bread. The
person prefers to be a second-hand good. Or a second to nothing.
Don't do this.
No, it doesn't make any sense. One, for a woman who would even agree to be that side chick, you don't have any value.
I will not take that from you.
That is the truth. It's a simple truth. If you agree to be a side chick, you don't have value.
Okay.
But if you have value, you would want to be a main chick. I don't even want to go into biblical perspectives. It doesn't make any sense. But
I know that when it comes to the statistics and ratio, man is to woman. Man is supposed to get about 7 women.
Listen,
so
if you are talking in terms of getting married to someone who wants to get married to more than one woman, it's a different thing. But you just want to patch along. You are not getting married to the person. I would understand the conversation if it's a man who wants to get married to more than one woman. From where you are coming from, it's totally understandable. You understand? Because cultural settings in some places would promote and agree with that. But you are not married to the person. You prefer to be like a go-to quick fix for the person. How can I take you, such a woman, serious?
Let's even try to establish the meaning of side chick. Who even brought that one? So how do you understand, side chick? Like, what comes to mind when someone, makes mention of the word side chick? What's your definition to it?
For me, a side chick is basically someone who fills a void when needed. Emotional void. It can be physical void. It can be sexual void, whatever. So a
side chick is someone who fills a void.
Yes, because you're on the side. You don't have any main. You don't have a main position. You are called upon, or you are activated as and when you are needed.
Interesting, Miss Brown. Your definition to side chick.
I actually don't believe in the word side chick. I believe that it's a woman that is emotionally, sexually attracted to somebody, probably a man who is already committed to another woman.
There's
nothing like somebody's husband. A man can marry a lot of women, and we have 7 women to a man. That's the ratio. So this woman is sexually and emotionally attached to a man who is committed to another woman.
So that makes it a side chick.
To everybody. To me, as a girlfriend.
Yes, dear.
Side chick.
Okay, so I have a different perspective to this whole thing. I'm actually writing a book titled The 10 Emotional, Psychological, and Medical Reasons Why Every Married Man Must Have a Side Chick. If you listen carefully, you realize that I left...
Please give me the title.
10 psychological, emotional, and medical reasons why every married man
needs a side chick.
Man must have a side chick.
Wow.
So what it means is that I left moral aspect. Moral is between you and God.
Wow.
And nobody can judge anybody on morality. What is moral good to you? Somebody, maybe you choose to smoke. I don't like to smoke. I like to drink. So morality, I don't judge people on morality. We leave it to God. We all do find our space. But here, I'm talking about psychological, medical, and emotional. Human beings are made up of about 75% of these three things that I've mentioned. The rest is spiritual or soul. Your soul, that is spiritual matter. So if you take away these three things, and then you have a man who is married, and he lacks when my friend spoke, he said emotional void and black. Yes, those are very crucial areas of a man. Emotional. When you're emotionally unstable, when there's a void, you're in your emotional setup, you can die today. When you are not stable emotionally because of a need, and you have a wife, so-called wife, who is not able to provide it to a man who necessarily needs those gaps filled. And then, how is that man supposed to live? So, technically, you need those three reasons to have a side chick, at least one.
Why? Your wife can't give you all those things?
Because your wife, nobody has it all. Technically, there is no man of God, let me even add God, a pastor, a bishop, who can tell me that all the things that makes him complete, their wives provide. You may have one who is good in bed, he doesn't respect you. He respects you, his cooking is
What
bad.
if maybe they choose to be content?
Of course, you may be content with it, but that void, like we said, must be filled.
By who?
By somebody, necessarily.
Why don't you teach your wife to be that?
Well, some are unteachable. There are people who are unteachable.
And that's side
It's not everything that somebody can be taught.
Listen,
some people were born naturally.
If you are talking about filling a void, that side chick can't also fill that void.
That's the need.
So at the end of the day, if that side chick doesn't fill the void, you go for another side chick to fill that void.
No, you can't tell that side chick doesn't fill. They fill it. They've been filling it all the time.
That's why you go find somebody that is good for you. People pick people that are good for them.
So at the end of the day, you are telling me that if I am hungry and then I need food, and I go and then this is my wife. My wife is giving me food, and the food is not nice. I leave my wife's food. Go outside, go and get food. No. Listen, yes, no. I want to, because this is a simple thing.
No,
but listen, it does. What you are trying to tell me is that if I am not getting what I need, and I go to another place and I can get it, I stay there. Basically, that's what you are telling me.
That thing to make you complete.
Yes, food is important. Food is a basic that every human being needs.
If my wife cooks and I don't feel for it, I have to eat somewhere.
So good. So you eat somewhere. So the second time when you want to eat, you go to that place, you eat. So that means continually you are going to be eating there, right?
Because he doesn't like what the lady has prepared.
My wife will cook the same food the following day.
Good. So basically, basically, we are talking in terms of your wife not being a good cook, right? So whether it's jollof rice or watch or whatever, anytime the person cooks, you don't like it. Let's translate it into emotion or whatever.
Okay.
Your wife can't do this. The wife can't, fill these needs and stuff. So you feel like it's good to go get it from a side chick, right? That's what you are saying.
You are simplifying it.
I like to simplify so that people watching can understand.
Okay, so Brames, let's Rich.
Yes.
Break down your points.
The food analogy is not typical for me, because if my wife cooks rice today and I don't like rice, the taste I'm not sure tomorrow she'll
cook rice.
If she does
salt. Yes, if I don't like it today, tomorrow she might do it better. So the food analogy doesn't sit well for me. I think that we are talking about things that you can't get that at home.
Okay, what?
There are few men who can get everything at home and still go outside. They are minimal. But majority of men, according to data and research, they marry and then talk to men, do the research. They want to talk to their ex-girlfriends.
Why?
Because
then why didn't you marry your ex-girlfriends?
No, a wife is different from a side chick.
Oh, no,
let me explain.
No, Rich. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question before. I want to ask you a question before you continue. You are with this girl. oh, she's everything. She's good in bed. She can cook. She knows how to dress. She's freaky. She's all of that. But you leave this guy and go and marry another person.
Men don't marry for all those reasons. Men will marry for one or two very good reasons. For example, they want a woman who is calm. Probably they can cook.
You are confused. Yes. You don't know what you want.
This is fact. So a man will go out with a girl who is freaky and all that. When they want to marry a homey girl who can cook, dress some way. And then when they are married, they now want to play around.
Why do you people do that?
This is who we are.
That is not true.
No, that
is not true. See,
look,
if you say this is who you are.
Talking about Bible. Listen, in the Bible, do you know David? Do you know Solomon? These are God's friends. These are people who talk to God. They sit with God and drink tea. They know what God wants and God doesn't want. David, Solomon, the wisest man, God speaks to Solomon. He had 3 wives, 700 concubines. And so why do you think so? This is how it is.
No, so if you quote Solomon, if you're trying to quote Solomon, make sure you add the rest of that situation. Okay. At the end of the day, what did he say? He said it's all vanity.
But he enjoyed it.
No, it's not. So if an arm robber goes to steal and gets money and enjoys it, does that make it right? Because the person enjoys it.
At the end of the day, he can add and say it's all vanity.
You understand? No, you see the way you can pick and choose. Oh, okay, this is the that. That means it is not an absolute.
Universally, stealing is a crime.
If you cannot compare it to side chick, what you said right now is that is who we are. That is not who all men are. Any man who goes to the level of feeling that it's okay to have a side chick, the person doesn't have morals. The person doesn't.
90% of men.
So what kind of data is that? What kind of data is that?
Can you call me 911, please?
What kind of data is that?
I'm losing control.
Let me conclude on my point. Now, the next book I'm writing is the do's and don'ts of a side chick. When you're a side chick, there are things you are not supposed to do.
So wait, Richie, for you, you've stamped on it that side chicks need to exist.
I'm saying that 3 emotional, psychological, and medical.
So side chicks need
let me ask him a question. What happens when your side chick is not meeting those needs? You get another one.
You should be able to meet them. If she's not meeting it, of course.
You move on to the next candidate.
Can give everything. So now if you don't get it from that person, you get from another person.
Yeah, you move on to the next candidate.
Understand my point.
No, it's a simple question.
The question must be put in
perspective. Do you get another person?
No man goes with a girl and expect that the girl should have 100%.
So then, if you have a wife who doesn't have 100%,
you need to fill that gap.
So
why don't you
fill the gap with a side chick? If the side chick is not filling,
you fire.
So you get another one to fill. But at the end of the day, you just become a confused man.
You're not a confused man.
Any man who subscribes to this is a confused man.
I told you the wisest man on earth who was
and he said it was all vanity.
He enjoyed it after he has.
And he said it was all vanity. You talked about David. David had repercussions when it comes to these things that he did. At the end of the day, it ended his life.
You know Abraham?
Yes.
You know, because he slept with one woman, he had only one woman.
He did what?
These are people who are close to God.
So you see, so in this case, then let's also praise someone like Judas, because he did wrong and it's in the Bible. Don't pick the Bible and pick and choose what you think is right. No, it is wrong. No, you're talking about Abraham. Sometimes you don't pick and choose what you think will suit your conversation.
Okay, ceasefire.
What I'm saying is what is good for men.
What is good for you, probably you. If you say men, no.
Any man who wants to,
they are healthy, responsible, peaceful men who don't have side chicks.
When a man is not satisfied at home, tension boils up in him. His temperature, his pressure, or BP goes up. That man can die anytime. In fact, research has shown that most men who don't have side chicks have a lot of BP. Their BP goes up more than.
That is bogus research.
So when the side chick becomes that folic acid or some vitamin.
That is bogus research.
We call them moja when they fill the gap. That's psychological.
Richard, let me ask you a question. Do you have a side chick?
Me? I will have soon.
So you're married.
But wait, if you guys testify, are you married?
Of course.
And you have.
So you.
I said I will have.
You will have.
So that means
you don't have.
Need for, I will go for it.
So right now, your wife is 100% with everything.
When I feel that some areas not going well, and I do more.
Okay, so if your wife also feels that you're not feeling all the boys,
Rich, if you are listening,
can she go pick?
No, we are talking about
you can't
I said 10 reasons why men,
so women cannot do.
No, you can't have a
Okay, let's take a quick turn, and when we are back, the conversation still continues on the One Key Show.
Mineral water, Shashamali says so.
And we are back here in the studios. It's still the One King Show. Let me quickly go straight to Miss Brown. We are wasting no time because I know you already missed the conversation during that commercial break. Miss Brown, let's take a look at this. Is it really a necessity to have a side chick? For you, you say you don't even believe.
Okay. So
while you're in a committed relationship,
yes, yeah. I actually said I don't believe in the word side chick. Okay. I didn't say I don't believe in someone taking another woman.
Okay.
If you want to take another woman, the word side chick is what I don't believe in.
So how would you term it?
Okay, it's a girlfriend. I would term it a girlfriend.
Okay.
I don't term it side chick because
a girlfriend that will not mature into a wife.
However, if she wants to be a wife or not, but I don't expect you to call me a side chick because I'm practically giving you things you're not getting in your home.
Okay.
So I am not your side chick. You come to me to think with me. You come to me to get ideas from me. You come to me to get things you're not getting.
But if you want to be treated right, why would you want to put yourself in that situation?
Okay, so
of playing that role. Who sent you?
Playing a role. So this is what happens. Sometimes you get to meet married men that you fall in love with, and they fall in love with you.
Okay.
And that's why I don't believe in the word side chick. So men go out of their homes and end up falling in love with other women.
You're married and you're still looking for love.
You don't know. Somebody has not told you that. I wish I had met you first before.
I'll be like,
it'd be lie, but it is there. So this is my point.
Have you been a side chick before? Have you fallen in love with a married man before?
Yes. I will not say side chick.
Now where did it end you? Anyway.
No, I ain't no.
What that's on the no? What that's on the no?
Yeah, before now, no. Being honest, for now, no, because I decided to leave.
Because
I wanted to leave. I wanted to change the man.
Because
I wanted to change the man.
You want another man?
Yes. None of the time, I some man time. It's in the time swing. So my point is, when a man leaves his home, probably on here be to no fee. Men normally leave home because there's something that they are not fulfilled there. So they find these women who would give them that 20 or 30% they are not getting from home.
But don't you think these women are doing this because they know you've got money to give them?
So
side chicks, most side chicks are looking for money, not the ring.
In the word side chick, this is what comes: sex and money.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't
business.
believe in the word side chick. I believe in relationship. There is an emotion there. There is psychological.
You get to fall in love with someone who takes care of you, who takes his or her time.
Someone who is there for me.
Yeah. So when the person is not there, it's not love.
So
don't you think?
This week, not every woman will get her own husband.
Not every woman will marry anyway.
Exactly. Not every woman will marry. Not every woman will get her own husband. So if you happen to fall in love with somebody who is already committed to another woman, that is your own world. You keep her like that.
But why should you fall in love with somebody's husband?
Love is love.
You don't tell where
it should go.
You can tell where love should go.
I don't believe in telling your heart where it should go. So if you want to end up falling in love with somebody who cares about you and will do the same thing a single man will do for you, it is your happiness that is paramount. To me, happiness is paramount.
Happiness over your self-respect, your dignity.
There's nothing like self-respect. People are sitting in marriages and they don't even have self-respect.
Okay, so this is where I'm coming
from.
People
are sitting in marriages.
So this is where I'm coming from. As a woman, you know, say acha by 35, going. You know that. You know what? If it's not adding up, then I might need just a kid. Then I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because when you've got kids, you know this is life for you.
Yeah.
And we see that they have kids and not married. Marriage is actually not the priority for a lot of people. But imagine say Bema be only say Oba Bema Bafi no be 2 tunes, give you the ring in front of the public and everything. That is more like what showing you that's honor. Okay. I'm not saying that is
validation.
The goal. I'm not saying that is the goal. It's like an honor traditionally. Okay. Now a man takes the step to do that for a woman or the nakotenafi.
Okay.
Legally, traditionally, religiously, you be him say this is the bone of his bone, that whole statement.
Yeah.
And you, a woman, you decide to play that role in the dark. And you think on soily with dignity. Another woman proudly boasts of this man. Another woman proudly shows this man of this is mine.
Okay.
But you are doing yours in the dark and you feel the place you are is the best place you can be, and you feel you are giving them something they don't have at home, what makes you think they didn't consider all these things before putting a ring on a woman? So it is you that you fulfill their desires?
No.
And where does it end you at the end of the day?
Okay. So this is what I said, and I'll say it again. Not everybody is supposed to marry or would get married.
So you would love to play the role of comforting somebody's husband for their wives,
comforting
or being like a rebound.
To me, no, that's not it. Okay, so
what would it be then?
Individual interest.
No,
She's not.
No, I'm being honest, because maybe you want to be like a rebound. Because my husband, I'm not, maybe sexually my wife is not good.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't know how to arouse me.
Yeah.
I meet a girl who is freaky, who is all of that. So I come to the girl, she gives me all of that.
I get what I want.
I go home.
I'm done.
Yes,
because that is where my family, my kids. The only thing a side chick you own is some ring, some good wigs
and money,
and some air conditioning rooms with some blue lights and all that. But with a man, he will leave you and go home because the wife is wearing his ring and has his kids, his family.
And some you think know that's.
Oh yeah, most of the side chicks are aware.
Come back home.
So you feel so proud that okay, I'm watching a man's garden while I watch the wife pluck the fruit from the tree, and I can't say a word about that.
You think?
Yes. What can you say?
It's not always the case.
That is
not always the case.
You know why? No. You know why I'm saying this. You know why I'm saying this. If you have a farm, and you own it, you own it. You have laborers working in there. You tell the laborers what you want.
Yeah.
So the husband is telling the side chick, I want you to weed here, so that Edria is here. Edria is describing how I'll be able to take care of you.
Yeah.
How I'll be able to respond to you. But at the end of the day, farm and family, they can pluck fruits and eat anytime.
Yeah.
And the laborers can say jack
to it.
So imagine being a laborer watching with Juma Wayeni and someone is enjoying.
No, this is
hard work. This is work.
After the show,
my point is
after the show, I owe you.
You not always.
You have simplified the whole thing.
Miss Brown.
Her point of view.
No. What I'm trying to say, I spoke about dignity and self-respect, and you said that
not always so.
So
listen, how can you walk
without that?
Without what?
Without that dignity you're even talking
it's
about.
Worse.
You think being a side chick has more dignity?
That's why I said
being a side chick and being a wife, you are not classmates.
I do not believe
changing
in no way.
Changing it to girlfriend.
Being a girlfriend, being a wife, you guys are not classmates in any way.
Somewhere before she became a wife. This is how we still get to have second wives.
Okay.
10 wives.
Okay.
It's through this.
Use the same channel to marry.
It is through these things.
Okay.
So it is the decision both of them would have before it will get to wherever it is. It will get to. So it is relative.
And what are the
not always about dignity.
What are the stories? What are the stories of the second wives?
Stories of second wives.
Yes, when they get into the marriages.
No, but see, Hetty, even if it's a second wife conversation, for that I'm not really going, because I mean, polygamy is something that in some cultures it is okay. If you can take care of them, that is fine. You understand? But this is not about wife. This is about you agreeing to be a spare go-to.
It is the mentality some people have
No, wait.
Some people have decided to be side chicks.
That's right.
You've decided
to be girlfriends. Yes.
So
there's no difference.
Those who have decided to be
difference.
side chicks are the ones giving sex for money.
Listen, there's no difference.
Oh, come on.
Listen.
So, Brahmins.
No, you can't say side chick and girlfriend is different. I mean, come on.
Relax. Miss Brown.
Don't we grow girlfriend to wife? Don't we grow girlfriend to wife?
Miss Brown.
It's different.
So side chick can graduate.
No, I'm coming.
That is if she wants to.
I'm coming. Miss Brown.
You're confusing yourself.
Me too.
So for you term them as girlfriends.
Yes.
Okay. Others to term them as side chicks,
depending on what they want in the relationship they have with a man.
Okay. Now I put it to you
that
as a girlfriend or as a woman, why would you agree to warm another man's bed? Wait, and that thing you're doing, you won't do for free.
Okay.
even when you graduate.
Otherwise,
Relax. I'm coming there.
Let her get to her point.
The girlfriend who would end up being a wife is not doing it for free. She wants the ultimate. That is why she's doing it. So the girlfriend warming the man's bed, doing all the whatever. She's looking for the ultimate to be a wife. Now the man has a wife already. The second one coming around, doing whatever. What ultimate are you looking for? Or imagine being a girlfriend.
Her ultimate is also wanting to be a wife.
To be a wife.
Yes.
The man told you he wants to marry you.
Okay, so if a man does not want something, he doesn't go in for it. That is why when these things about to happen.
Oh, come on.
Let me make my
Come on. You didn't say this.
Hold on.
You didn't say this.
Let me make my point.
Let's
clear.
cite examples
my
here.
Point is,
Let's cite examples here.
People. I just said something like
let's cite
sex for
example.
money.
Let's cite example.
Let's
Come on, help me with some examples of men. Did you just say men won't go in for things they don't want?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
This is 2024. What are you talking about?
I know what I'm saying.
Men will come in for you and tell you my wife is dead.
Thing.
I have 3 kids. I am this, I am that, and the
already,
wife is
we have
peaceful.
those men there.
They are men,
we
honey.
have those men. The other men too there.
They are men.
So it is relative. We can't sit here and speak
We
for a
can't generalize.
portion of
Yes.
people. No, we
I
can't
am
do
saying,
that.
don't say a
Honestly,
man
we can't
won't.
sit
A
here
man
and
will
speak
go
for a
in for
portion of
something
people.
he
We can't
wants.
do that.
A man won't go for things he doesn't.
Honestly, we cannot
Come
sit here and speak
on.
for a portion of
So
people.
in the
What are you
same
saying?
vein, then we can't say all men should go for side chick.
No. For me, I
Richie
didn't say
Rich.
that. So it was Richie Rich who said that. I never said that.
You like my name, I know. Richard,
Yeah, Richie Rich.
before we went on, we went out for the commercial break. I think you were talking about do's and don'ts of a side chick.
Yeah.
Since for you, you've stamped on it that yes, these are necessities of a man.
Yeah.
Not my man anyway.
Do you know?
No, he won't. He's not
Not any
interested.
good man.
Not any good man. Thank you. I have my stand.
Good is relative.
I have my stand. Now I want to find out from you. Give us these ones quickly. The do's and don'ts. So give us the don'ts first. I like
So
that
you see,
side.
let me start from this point. Now, every woman who is a girlfriend, or if you want to call it side chick, you see, these things are not general. They are girlfriends and they are side chicks. The two can be distinguished. They are not necessarily the same. A man can have a girlfriend that he relates with just like a wife, to the extent that he can even sleep in the same place with the girlfriend and probably go home the following day. In fact, some are working elsewhere while their family is somewhere and they are living with the girlfriend together with years. So those are not side chicks. Okay?
It's because the wife doesn't live in the same area they
Of
live.
course, so they are not side chicks. We also have handbags. Handbags
They
are
take
people
them
who
on
are
trips.
Of course. A big man who is traveling to Dubai, US, they go with the handbag.
So now we have
So we have different forms
Side
of them.
chicks and
That's why
handbags.
I agree with her to the extent that it's not the same, they are perspectives. Now let me narrow it down. A side chick fills a gap that a man must necessarily fill.
Ha.
Emotional, psychological, and medical.
That's how the beam.
A lot
before
of men-
you
What about
continue,
girlfriend?
you know that it's an interactive show. So our viewers should kindly send in their comments and their thoughts on the conversation. How relevant it is to have a side chick. So kindly send in your comments just below the comment section, and we'll read them out and get your interactions as well. Richie Rich, let's.
Yes, so a man who is not happy at home, a lot of side chicks or girlfriends are saving a lot of marriages in this country because when a man is not happy at home, anytime he goes to work and is coming home, there's tension. I know big men, so-called good men. You are saying this, they're not good men. I don't know good how you define good.
Okay.
Responsible, God-fearing men who cannot go home. They sit at some joint. By the time they go home, their wives are asleep because they'll give them more pressure. Already they are not happy at work and they come, they're stressed at home. It is biblical that woe unto a man who marries a troublesome. In fact, the Bible puts it this way: it is better for a man to live at the roof top or the corner of job 600. When we say job 600, you know, like a building.
The Bible stated
Yes,
just 600.
No, I'm
Okay.
expanding. It says it's better for a man to live at the corner of a rooftop, not just the roof, but the corner of them. Bible says, better than living with a troublesome wife. So nobody should tell me that all wives are good.
So
They are
they don't
bad
marry
wives.
at all?
No. Well, that's another argument. So they are bad wives. Bible acknowledges that they are bad wives. Bible says it's better to hang up there on a job 600 than live with that woman. So such a man needs somebody to hold him up. So if you tell me, oh, girlfriend is bad, you will die, you will go to hell.
So a man, if the man a man needs somebody to hold him down, so you run into the arms of another woman.
Of course, and they're happy. Look, talk to 10 men and you have 6, 7 having side babes. I'm even adding up more names, side babes. A man who is 70 years, his wife cannot even call him a babe. And this man needs to be called, he wants a babe. He wants to be called a baby.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? And so when the man has a girlfriend who calls him baby or darling, men have something we call oxytocin. You can Google oxytocin. Yeah. It's a happy feeling. Most married people don't get it at home.
That's when you guys sign all the checks. So we need those
things to survive. Like what Most was once interviewed. But
don't you think the things you need to survive is so expensive?
No.
Expensive because a man might not be buying a car for the wife, but has bought. You are paying rent.
What you call value. Well, you put money on value.
What are you talking about? So your wife is not. Your wife doesn't have the. I'm not saying you.
Whose wife don't deserve value. That value. They don't do it. It's up to them.
Wow.
Yes. Look. I know men who virtually do not eat their wife's food because of fear of poison. You have not been there. You might not understand it.
Why do you even
I
have
don't know
that
whether wife is married or you are married. I see
yes,
the ring.
he is married.
So you might have one of the best wives in the world. Thank God. Be happy. But don't say that every married man should be happy. Every married man should be like a woman. A wife should be like your wife. You cannot generalize like that. There are men who are being tortured daily in their homes. Their wives wish them even dead.
Hey.
I'm telling you. So if we are happy to have or lucky to have our wives who are okay with us and all that, we cannot speak for every man. I know big men in this country who close from work and they sit at places just to have fun and go home and sleep. Because when they get home, they're stressed. Their wives wear knicker jeans.
With padlock.
So Ralph, look, you have no idea.
I really want you to run by us the do's and don'ts of a side chick. That is the first one.
If you're a side chick, you should know when to call your man. You can't call anytime you like. That's very important. You have to be wise. You shouldn't be foolish. You're calling him in midnight. That is one thing. So you don't do that. 2, if you're a side chick, you don't challenge your guy, your side man. You don't. He has that problem at home. Always a wife challenging his authority. Men need authority. Men do not want our egos to be bruised. 80% of wives bruise men's ego, and it loses our ways down. So side chick, you pamper. You praise. When you are searching, you don't challenge your guy. And like quiet, no, he has our home. He's run away from home to you. So you pamper. Been sweet. Use sweet words. Hey, baby, you them put me flower and cast some on kaka. Because in the house they say harshly to him and it wears him down. So you don't do that. You don't challenge him. You don't challenge him. So that's 2. Third one. You don't know. You do not pick his phones and be going through his phones when you're a side chick. You don't do that. Let the wife.
It's not your place.
If the wife wants to do that, let them do that. Okay. And the fourth one, I'll give you this one, the last one. You have to treat him as a king.
Aye.
Because most men do not get this. I'm saying most. It's not absolute. Maybe Raps gets it. Lucky for him. Maybe I get lucky for me. So I'm using my word carefully. Most men do not get their wives treat them like kings. Okay. But most men are kings. They have to be treated as kings in their home. When they close
with that, I agree that every man needs to be treated.
Welcome them with happiness.
Wash their feet.
Most men are not appreciated in their home marriages. They pay school fees, pay rent. The wives do not say thank you even for giving me good sex. They don't. They think it's normal or taking things for granted. And men need appreciation. Mary Kay Ash, the founder of Mary Kay Ash Cosmetics, said that every man needs recognition and appreciation, except money, aside money.
Yes.
Sex is a big deal.
It's recognition and appreciation is a necessity for every human being. Most importantly, men. Men struggle. Put food on the table. Take care of children. Pay most of the bills.
The least you can do is just say thank you.
Especially God, the creator of the universe. If you don't appreciate him, he may see some things from you. You will die of any reach out which can kill you. God will not intervene. That is the more reason why I say we should constantly be thankful.
Thankful of everything we do.
So if most men lack these things at home, and you say that's why in my book I didn't bring out morality. I brought medical, emotional, and psychological. Morals is you and God. I don't judge people with morality because I might smoke. You don't smoke.
You might drink.
Bad, but you are drinking. Maybe you don't do any of them, but you do womanizing.
Yes.
Maybe you are concerned. So morality, nobody can judge anybody on morality. So these 3 reasons are important, and these 4 reasons I've given you. When you're a side chick, obey, just comply. Don't become another wife, giving trouble and headache to your man. Distracting him, where are you? Where are you? Why did you call me? Fighting him? No. So the role of a side chick is not the same as the role of a wife. So when side chicks gravitate to become wives, the man must necessarily have another side chick.
It's like a growing thread.
Yes. So even if you have a wife and you marry this side chick and you have 2, you need side chick because the roles are not the same. That gap will still be there because the wife will be challenging your authority.
Okay, so now what if the one you marry, right, the side chick you marry, decides to still be that side chick? Like,
fantastic, you are blessed, but it's not going to happen. Never.
It can happen. For that one, I will not agree.
It can happen. Let me show you why.
It can happen.
Let me show you why.
It can happen.
Let me wrap.
Let's wrap it up.
Immediately children coming, that woman cannot be the same again.
Why?
Now his attention will be divided. 2 children, 1 child, 3 children. Her attention will. So now you are no more king. They spread. You spread over. You get 20%. So you won't get the same attention. But when you are alone, you are for me. Anytime I come, you are there for me. No baby crying, mommy. You spend time with me. So the 2 are not the same. So anytime a side chick becomes a wife,
this one there,
the man must get another
this
side
one,
chick.
I have to ask you something. So when you go for a woman, you wouldn't have to give birth with her or what?
No, when you want a wife,
when you have a wife.
Yes, but side chick, if I want to as a side chick, I won't give birth to 2.
Okay.
Because that role will be tainted, how do you call it? Will be complicated with children. No. I wonder how that place to be. That woman, when I meet you, fire. Remember toilets, no. That one I will get it at home. Side chickism is a whole ball game.
Together.
Yeah.
Brahmins, let me come to you.
Ralph is confused by men. He's confused by
I'm not confused.
Let's look at the emotional toll that brings to both parties when there's a side chick in the marriage or relationship.
I was just laughing. I want to ask him a question. Like, you have a strong conviction about this, or it is just for the clout?
I have a conviction for it.
He's actually writing 2 books.
I wouldn't read that book.
So he subscribes to it.
I personally wouldn't even use that book for Ebony Kate. I wouldn't.
Wow.
I wouldn't.
But then you would take your money and buy 10 ways to make money.
Oh yes, at least I know it's giving me some direction.
Really?
But this is just a confused.
Really?
The whole thing is confusing. It's like
no, because you don't don't carry the same thoughts as
I don't carry the same thing. Okay.
I want you to address my point.
No, I like
to just making it.
No. I'm breaking it down.
Issues
now you said side chick is different from girlfriend.
Of course,
you gave the definition for a side chick.
I said it can be different.
So is it the same?
He actually gave different types. You have side chick, you have handbags,
different types.
So what is the difference?
A girlfriend can be somebody you have strong affection for.
Exactly.
Okay.
Strong, the same love you have for your wife, you can have it for a girlfriend. Maybe you haven't been there.
And who's a side chick?
A side chick can be somebody you just have fun with.
That's the same thing I was saying here.
You just come, it's gone.
And who is that?
You don't have any affection for. But the girlfriend,
the handbag is the one when you're traveling.
When a girlfriend is sick, you feel like you are sick yourself. Your girlfriend, you may treat a good girlfriend like your wife. There are men who treat their good girlfriends.
That is why I said it is relative. That integrity thing you're talking about, it's relative.
Take care of them. Because that woman takes care of them.
I just get a confirmation of confusion, like honestly.
You don't understand what I just
No, because all you said is just a mixed up.
No, you don't want to understand
confusion.
because I think I've explained it now.
So let's put it this way.
Okay.
If a man feels he's not getting something, for that point, I totally agree. It's not everything that you get at home. And there are sometimes you meet people that you start getting connected to. That is normal because we are human beings. If you meet someone you spend more time with, you talk with, you have a lot of interactions with that person. Naturally. That is why if you put a man and a woman in a room, it doesn't matter how ugly the man or the woman is. It doesn't matter the age difference or whatever. There's going to be some attraction. It's a natural law. You understand? And life is such that when there is so much familiarity, when there is so much constant interaction, familiarity builds up. So it gets to that point, that person, that's wife, that at first used to treat you like a king, do all these things. Now the person is so familiar with you. right? So certain things go down. That is why if you are married, if you are a man, and these things happen, marriage is a constant work. It's constant, day in, day out. When you see there's a vibe, something, you sit down, you talk, you communicate. That is how marriage is supposed to be. But you see, unfortunately, we are reducing marriage to become something like a joke. We spoke about the other time. And now we are here confirming why it's necessary to have a side chick. No. If in this case, then what we are trying to say is that if you go for a side chick, as he said, and then the person outlives their youthfulness, you go for another one. That's why I asked if it's a serious conviction or it's just for the clout. Because I don't think if it's any serious-minded man who understands what life is.
I have no idea how many serious-minded men have side chicks.
The fact that the fact that people are doing it.
Wrap up your points. Wrap up your points in 2 minutes for me.
The fact that even Bill Gates is doing it doesn't make it right.
Of course. So they don't use your word. You have to.
That is why I said serious-minded man. So it can be that whoever that rich person, successful, whatever, if the person is doing that for me, that person is not serious.
Come on.
Wow. Because the sanity of marriage is to be protected. Let me listen. Forget it. I don't care who Jeff Bezos or whoever.
Let's quickly wrap up your points just in a minute, and then
this is in 1 Corinthians 7.
Okay.
If you bring in the Bible, you change the game.
But since
you were confirming double marriage, so if you bring in Bible,
let me finish what I'm saying. He said, but since there is so much immorality, each man should have his own wife, and each woman her own husband.
Okay.
Listen. Bible has even made us understand that these things happen, but you should have your own. For me, a woman who agrees to be a side chick, whatever, I'm not disputing the fact that I am not disputing the fact that you can. It happens. I mean, sometimes you can get so connected and
will you ever find yourself in that situation?
No.
Okay.
Because I have made it a point to control my emotions.
Okay.
If as a human being, as a man, if you are a real man, and you can't control how your emotions are directed. No, it is. Any real man is disciplined and has moral values. Any man who reduces this to suit or what I feel or I have to feel, that person is not a real man, and that person doesn't have moral values.
How do you describe
that person is a confused man.
I see. Interesting. Interesting.
One who knows how to keep his home and knows how to make his woman be the best. So if your woman is faulted, perfect the person. Let the person lie. You don't go reverse the person.
We can have this conversation on and on
for a side husband.
Brahman.
Can a wife go in for a side husband? Can a wife go in for a side husband?
This conversation is not ending anytime soon. I know. This conversation is a very long one. We will need the whole day because I know our viewers out there are super interested and would want to share their thoughts as well. So kindly leave that in the comment section, and we would have a whole interaction about that. It's still the One King Show. Subscribe to all our socials at One King Multimedia.